Thank you all for coming to the Charlotte men's basketball post-game press conference. Final score, Charlotte 67, East Carolina 52. And if you didn't read your game notes, with this win, Charlotte has now won 8 conference games in a row, which is the first time ever in program history. Coach, would you like to begin with any opening statements?
Just said to the guys in the locker room, extremely proud of them. Jackson's pretty emotional right now. He's been part of this program from day one. To see that emotion's like awesome. I've said it all week, I want them to have an unbelievable experience. But it's not just the players, it's the students, it's the community. If you can't get excited about being at a sporting event like that one, then you don't have a pulse. That was magic, and I've been part of a lot of big games in my past, but that was fun. That's a fun one for sure.
And for questions, please state your name and affiliation as well. Thank you.
Grace Girl, Fox Charlotte. Igor, just how much fun was that?
I mean, it was amazing. We came out of the locker room for the last part of the warm-ups, and it was jumping. We could feel the energy. We maybe got a little stressed. That's why we didn't come as strong as we wanted. But we're really grateful for the fans, and it was truly amazing through the whole game. They were supporting us. They were loud. We noticed them, and really thank you to everybody that came.
John Treach, WCCB. Coach, 362 teams in Division I basketball, only 6 have a longer winning streak than you right now. How good is your team?
We play hard, and I want them to play really physical, and I got after them a little bit again today. I didn't think our physicality was very good. I don't know if we've committed a foul for a long period of time to start the game, and I kind of don't want my teams to be like that. I want them to foul a bit, because it just shows you how physical that we will be. It got pretty physical in the second half, which reflected in the foul count probably for both teams. But look, I think, we're obviously doing some good things, and the challenge for everybody is to stay focused and locked into continuing to find ways to grow. It's easy to get complacent. I will definitely do my best to not try and let that happen. And I've said it to the guys during the week, the staff needs to lift their game, the managers do, everybody, the players, our trainer, our strength and condition, we've got to be better. We want more, and I want them to have that mindset of wanting more. We've got a short turnaround here to play on Tuesday, and we're going to have to come back in tomorrow and be ready to go. And just happy for the growth, because that's what I want to see is growth. And that was a new experience for our group tonight. It's an experience that they get to share together, and I think the true success of teams is when you go through shared experiences together, because you can reflect back on it as a group and go, you remember we were in that game? And we've done that a lot this year. In a lot of games we think back about, man, we weren't very good here, we were pretty good here, so let's reflect back on that and help us get through this one. Because there were definitely a lot of mistakes tonight coming out of timeouts just because of the noise and a lack of focus and concentration. So we're going to have to be better with that when we're in that situation again.
Coach, Nate Rumberly from WBTV. How proud are you of this team that they met this moment? A lot of pressure, first sellout, things of that nature. You said it's a new experience. How proud are you that they met this moment?
Oh, yeah, very proud. And I said it to them in the locker room. Extremely proud of what they achieved, going through this experience together. I know there's guys in that locker room that have played in massive crowds before. Igor played this summer with the Polish national team. That's massive pressure, and being able to get through that. And he would have grown from that too. So, yeah, when you haven't been part of something like that before, it can become very overwhelming. And we probably wobbled a little bit at times, which is to be expected. And I said it to the coaching staff, probably the first 4 minutes, I said, we're just going to play through this 4 minutes and let us settle down a little bit. which we did. But yeah, to answer your question, very, very proud, and short celebration probably, and then we'll get back into it tomorrow and get ready for Tuesday.
Scott Fowler, Charlotte Observer, congrats. This is for Igor and for Coach. I wonder if you could describe a little more of the atmosphere around this in the Fearneville part of it. Didn't y'all deliver pizzas or something? Or just give me a little more sense of when you said it was magic, some specifics of what happened. It was magic.
I mean, yeah, there were people camping out. We met them. We delivered pizza. We delivered Bojangles and something else, and donuts.
Bunch of donuts, baby.
Yeah, it was amazing when we saw them out. They were waiting for our game. It's just, you don't see that type of stuff every day, and it's just magic, That definitely carried through the game, and people were there. People were active. People were loud. Sometimes we had trouble hearing what coach wanted us to play, but it was just, it's electric to play for that type of crowd, and we truly wish that for the next upcoming games in Halton, they're going to show up as well.
Yeah, the Fearneville thing has nothing to do with me. I did definitely not come up with that. That's all student driven, which is awesome. And but I've said this before, like I want this to be about the players and about their experience and about the students and community, and I'll just play my small part. But yeah, to be up there last night with the students and seeing them, I don't know if all of them battled the cold last night, but just to do that, wow. I could feel the energy up there last night and how excited they were, and just meeting a lot of the students and the dedication that they showed to do that. I'm telling you, that's the first time that I've been in this building that we're in the locker room before the game that I could hear them before we even came out. I'm like, yeah, the crowd's pretty charged up, but I guess it's just I feel like I keep repeating myself, like it's just a great experience and stuff that I hope that, well, I hear it from the old people around here that have been here for a while. They talk about those days, and this generation of student can now, after this game, and hopefully we can continue to keep it rolling like that, can also talk about that, with years to come, and really reflect back on that, and really talk about what an unbelievable experience it was to be a student here and to be part of events like that, and just helps grow the brand of the school, and I think that's what it's about.
Jay McDonald, Fox Charlotte. Coach, what exactly did you tell the guys to have? 7 turnovers in the first half. This is a 2-point game. What was the message to get them to lock back in and really be able to close things out?
What was the message?
Block out the outside noise.
Block out the outside noise. Like, the noise is not there. They've got to learn to be able to play without the noise, and that's hard to do. We game planned and knew that they were going to be pretty aggressive on dribble penetration and how they attacked the ball, and we just didn't kind of really secure the ball. It almost needs to be a little bit like a running back trying to run through a hole, and you've got to really wrap it up, and we kind of hung it out there a bit, and they slapped away, and we had 3 turnovers where they just whacked it out of our hands and off our leg, and that's not being tough enough, and understanding the scout and how important it is. These guys watch about 4 minutes of video, and we watch about 8-9 games in preparation, so we've got a pretty good feel of what we're going to face, and they have to really trust that and embrace it and then go execute it. So I just talked about that, the physicality required, and like I said earlier, we upped it and we're a lot more physical and fouled a little bit more, and it kind of gets the game where we kind of want it to be, because East Carolina's a very tough team. They really compete and they really get after it, and they're very disruptive defensively. Creating those 7 turnovers to start with, and you have to be able to deal with it, and you have to be able to. Good teams can play the game different ways. We can get up and down if we have to, we'll slog it out if we have to, and everything else in between. So today was one of those real tough physical battles.
Coach, do you see your guys embracing the first place privilege and pressure?
I mean, we don't really talk about it at all, to be honest. That's what you guys do. We just, I want to come back into practice tomorrow and be locked in and focused and detailed, and you know, I'll push them. You know, we want more. You know, we want more, and it takes a lot of hard work to do that. It takes a lot of discipline. You never arrive. I've said it before. You never arrive. If you think you arrive, then you're done. You're kidding yourself, and that's what the greats do in any sport or anything. They just continue to work and want to be better, and it becomes an obsession, basically. That's what I'm just trying to educate them with.
Coach, almost 6 players in double figure scoring. How essential is that to make this offense work?
Yeah, it's really important. There's some contribution from players that can continue. It needs to be better. We need to get more out of some people. Those that have the responsibility to be a focal point have to perform, and there's a responsibility to it. But there's also some role players that, if we are to take another step, then their consistent contribution needs to lift. And I'm not going to say who it is, but you know, and I talk to them about that. But that's really, really important because it relieves pressure, and you have more weapons on the floor. You know, guys can come into the game and make an impact, and for us to be able to take that next step, we'll need a more consistent contribution from that.
Any other questions? All right, that concludes today's press conference.